so much has happened and I don't know how to react. I had my exams recently. They're not even finished yet. I had maths, I had chemistry, I had biology, and I just want to say I did not do them well. But it's fine, and I want to talk about it more in today's video. So welcome to day 121 of my 365-day series. I'm Glorporous and I think out loud and I play Minecraft. Alright, so for today, we're gonna be decorating this area a little bit more. We're gonna be adding maybe some farmland over here, and then we're gonna be adding some chimneys up on this auto smelter building. And then inside, I think I'm gonna be adding a staircase. I know it's gonna make it a whole lot more cramped, but you know, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna figure out some way to do that. Anyway, I feel like I've been really stuck, and the theme of every single video that I make has something to do with negativity, and I don't really like that, even though that in of itself is a negative statement. I should probably sort out all of my stuff first, so let's just go ahead and place literally whatever in here. I'm too lazy to sort this out. I mean, eventually I will, but in the meantime, absolutely not. I'm too lazy. I think that's alright. And then it's turning nighttime, and I just want to talk about how I've been doing recently. So the last time I recorded, I believe, was on 2 days ago. That was the day, or at least the night before I had my math exam. I just want to say that I feel like I didn't do them to my maximum potential, and I want to get more into that. But basically, I wasn't really studying all that well, and one thing that I realized from the experience that I had from doing all of these exams so far is I am not a good planner, and that should change. And what I mean by that is I really didn't study much in advance, and that definitely led to me just not doing well overall. Okay, I need coal ore, and I don't know where to get coal, so we're just gonna... Actually, do I have any here? I know for a fact... hold on. Maybe I have some somewhere. Not here. Okay, I have some here. Like one. Actually, maybe two. And then let's just go ahead and make 2 chimneys or 2 campfires. And then how exactly am I gonna fit this? I think I've been using brick for chimneys, so I'm gonna continue doing that. Do I have any leftover brick? Let's go check here first, because I don't think I've taken everything outside of this chest. Okay, I have apparently. Well, that's nice. There's just dirt inside there. I don't really care about dirt. And basically, my math exam, I think I could still get like the highest grade. And the highest grade, basically, the way IGCSE works is that they give you either A star, A, B, C, D, E, up until like U, which is ungraded. And I guess I just made a few mistakes here and there, and a lot of people also ask me for help. And when people ask me for help, I usually feel very overloaded, so much so that I barely can even think. And when that happened, I just... Okay, it's really late at night, so again, let's see how... Jeez, I cannot do parkour. Oh my days, please. Thank you. Alright. Campfire, ouch. And I think that, yeah, that actually makes it a lot better. I want to add another one just to make it a little bit better, but I need more brick, and I don't know if I have enough brick. I probably don't. Yeah, I don't have any brick. Look, I really want to get into today's topic, but it's like so hard for me to even focus. Like, I can feel the back of my head literally pulsing. Well, not literally, that's an exaggeration, but I can feel the back of my head. It's like a very, very light sting that just stays for some reason, and I don't know why, but I don't want it to stay that way, so I'm gonna need to sleep soon. So I'm just gonna record one video today, and then yeah. So the math exam was okay, and I'm feeling alright. And then I had my biology exam afterwards, and that's where I started feeling not so good because we after the math exam we were like back home by maybe around like 5 p.m. and then the next day the biology exam would be at 10. That's not a whole lot of time to be cramming material, so I was really trying to focus, but I was very drained. I just didn't have any energy. I couldn't focus whatsoever. And to put the cherry on top, or whatever the metaphor for it is, people kept on asking me for help. Someone even asked me to call, and then basically in this call, they were asking me questions, and I basically got nothing in return. I was being used, and that I will take responsibility. That was my fault, because I didn't really try to set boundaries because I didn't want to come off as rude, but I knew at the same time that what they were doing was selfish of them, and I hated that. But I wanted to be helpful, and I didn't want to come off as rude, even though they might have been, or not might have been, I'm very sure they were definitely a lot ruder than I was. But it's my fault, and I guess I don't know, because when I was calling with this person, I at one point it was like 12 a.m. It was already the day of the exam, or rather the midnight of the exam, and then I said like, oh, I needed to go, because I'm sleepy, I can't even focus. And then instead of saying okay, the person instead diverted the attention towards what do you call it? They diverted the attention towards, oh, here's a question, another question, can you help answer? And then the call never ended. It was like 1:30 a.m. and then it just ended, and it's all my fault. Well, not all my fault. It is partially my fault, and I take responsibility. And one thing that I really hope to do, oh, how does that work? Why is this not get anything? I mean, it should be working. I don't know why it's not working. Whatever. Anyway, I'm not, I don't know. It is my fault, and I am really hoping, well, not really hoping, but I am genuinely, I will change, because this sort of behavior that I don't know, okay, but I was being taken advantage of for other people. And to follow up, now I remember what I was going to say. But basically, when people ask me for help, I cannot really focus on my own things, and I end up I ended up not really doing well on biology, and I feel really disappointed in myself. I tried venting to this, dude. I tried venting online, but no one really helped. I'm not looking for help. I'm just trying to speak out about how I feel. But I think I've been speaking for too long and not really doing. Anyway, are these chimneys good enough? I mean, if you look from far enough, you can definitely notice them, and they do look, yeah, they look acceptable. Alright, so now we're gonna work on a staircase, and I really wanna work on all the wheat and stuff, but I'm lazy. It's gonna take a while. Anyway, what am I supposed to be doing? Staircase, right? What sort of action can I take to prevent this from happening again? Because I haven't been doing much this entire time. I've always been serving other people and I've never been serving myself. Not in a selfish way, but in a way that doesn't neglect myself. I want to actually do something that benefits me, not just, use me, because I hate being used and yet I still tolerate it for whatever reason. Um, a lot of people also consider me really smart, and when they consider me smart, I feel, yay, people are saying that I'm smart. I'm really happy about that, yada yada yada. But it also just feels inhumane in a way, because these people aren't really looking for me, but looking for a way to use me, a way to benefit from my intelligence. And I hate that. I really wish people just valued me because of the way I am. But I can't get what I always want because I feel like I'm not an interesting person. I feel like the work that I've been putting into academics has resulted into nothing. I spent 2 years studying for these exams, from grade 9 until grade 10. And then on the D-Day, on the day of biology, on the day of chemistry, on the day of maths, I just fumbled. I fumbled the bag terribly, and those 2 years I feel like they amounted to absolutely nothing. I didn't study everything. I was being used by other people for their own benefit and not mine. And it was, oh my days, there was brick in here. Okay, it's fine. But I wasn't benefiting at all. Not that I always seek benefit, but I seek equal exchange. I seek respect, and that's not really what I'm getting. And what I need to do is to be drier to the people that don't respect me. I think when you want respect, you expect it and you demand it, and if you don't get it, you simply walk away. And I feel like that's probably what I should be doing, so I'm gonna be doing that. And I will be studying more. I just want to say that not that this has amounted to absolutely nothing, it amounted to less than what I expected. And that's okay, because the way these exams work is that there's actually a few more papers that I can do, which hopefully I can maximize. So over the weekends, I'm gonna be focusing on my exams, and I'm hopefully gonna be able to recover through these additional exam papers. Not additional, but like next papers. These are mandatory papers, not like, free point papers. I don't even know what to call them, okay? I can't really articulate my thoughts well because it's really late at night. I don't even want to say how late it is at night, but it's a Friday at 3 a.m. Around 3 a.m. Maybe even 4 a.m. But it's really irresponsible of me. I understand that, but yeah, that's just how it is. Anyway, this looks so. I'm gonna remove it. I think what I'm gonna be doing instead is this, and then we're gonna have to literally remove all of this. But it's fine. It's fine, I can. My head is kind of pounding, and I really need to sleep. And I keep complaining, and then I never change. And this channel is basically, I don't even know what this channel is anymore. It was supposed to document change, but I feel like over time I haven't really changed much at all. Oh, I just realized I went a little bit overboard. I think if we just do this, like so. Can I fit through? No. Alright, so that's just how this is gonna look. You can see outside. I know this is very decorative. There's not really any purpose behind this, but it's fine. We're just gonna craft some slabs, and then I'm gonna be finishing up all of this in a moment. And I just want to say thank you for sticking around up until this point again. And I want to mention the things that I did do, because how do I explain it? I know that a lot of you are definitely tired of hearing me constantly whine about the things that keep bothering me, and then I end up never doing anything about them. Well, that is about to change. I studied a lot more after my biology paper. I did a couple past papers for my next few exams, and I'm gonna be doing a lot more. I'm gonna be a lot more responsible, and I'm gonna make a change. And I'm also gonna be ignoring the people that don't respect me. If people are telling me, oh, you should, go into this call and then help me study because that's totally gonna benefit you, or I need help. These people don't even acknowledge my needs. They acknowledge themselves. They don't even oh, here's something in return, because you helped me. They don't even they don't even do that. I feel like, to be a good friend, you need to go out of your way to go do something that might bother you, that might be, inconvenient. Go out of your way to help someone and to make their day. These people don't even qualify as acquaintances. These people count as snakes, selfish people, and it's my fault for tolerating all of these people. So thanks for watching. I don't even know what else to really do. I'm gonna be working on more of this area in tomorrow's video. You know what? This is actually kind of coming together. There's layers. There's this bottom layer, and then there's this top layer. It's all coming together. I'm gonna make it better, promise. There's some coal in here. Ouch. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow, and bye bye.